What's up, mate? Hey! Hi! Let me know if you can see and hear everything. Hope everyone has had a good week. I hope you guys had a good week too. To get the instructions. Looks and sounds good on my hand. Awesome. Yay. Alright, so where where was I with all of this? Yeah. Alright, so many bits and pieces. Oh, that's just a remnant. I will be sewing tonight and tomorrow myself, but the machine kind of. Where are you sewing? Trying to make some blankets for the sofa and chairs, but really just flat covers. And I have some flannel and some cute prints, so I'm making... Ooh, that's awesome. Alright, so that's the bits that I was able to sew last week. Everything sticks to my fingers because they're kind of dry and velcro-y. So what's the next step when I'm done with this one? Three through 5, and okay, I need 6. I need these. I don't need this one, but I need doop doop doop. Yeah, it's a bit chaotic. Everything sticks to my fingers. It's so annoying. Okay, so that's 6. And that's the other 6. I made 2 testers for myself ages ago, and they're really nice. Flannel is nice and soft. Cotton, other side, is absorbent, and they are my go-to sad movie hankies. I'm impressed that you use washable handkerchiefs. So that's... oh shit, that's 3. Another 3, and am I missing a few 3s? Oh no, I need 13s too. Why? Okay. I end wash them, but it's worth it. Plus, I love the smell of woolite. So they are. Is it wool flannel? Because over here, flannel is usually cotton. Oh, I see. Okay, so they have one earmuff that goes over the head and one that goes behind it. That's the confusion. Okay. So this is a 5. Alright, so this is 4, this is 5s, and those are 3s, so I have to attach all of these to these. Yeah. Alright. Oh, Lana, hi! I'm allergic to wool, but I don't want them to get all funky and misshapen. But why do you use woolite especially? Just meant that the cute fabric is good cotton prints and not a strange plant. Cotton is the best. My least favorite is, well, I mean, all synthetics are, but I think polyester is my least favorite. Cotton's so the best. Yep. I've always used woolite to end wash stuff. There is a feeling when you have all the soap out, and my brain, if it works not. Oh yeah. There's a really interesting YouTube channel that's named The Clean Club, I think. And it's super informative. The dude who has the channel is a dry cleaner with a lot of experience, and he has all sorts of really good info on how to clean stuff and how to clean stains. And yeah, he also has explanations as to why synthetic fabrics stink more than natural fabrics. But also natural fabrics tend to tolerate like the sturdy washing stuff more than synthetics. Yeah, they do. Synthetic fabrics smell more when worn. They hold on to the fat that we excrete a whole lot more than natural fibers. technically this will go like this. And these guys, yeah, okay, so this goes under here. This one will go there. I have a couple of pair of wool socks that I wear in the winter, but if I rub my face on them, I turn into a beet. Good that socks aren't worn on the face usually. I've seen someone knit a super long sock though for a scarf, which looked super fun. That's such a fun idea. My legs will eventually get itchy, but it's manageable. But hubby bought me a freaking gorgeous sweater that I love so much. But it rubs on my neck and my eyes red and itchy. Oh no, you need a turtleneck or a mock neck to wear under it. My sister wears cotton socks under wool socks. The penguins are really cute, but they are also a bit messy, if you know what I mean. Like it's not the easiest thing to figure out how to put these together, as we've established in the previous stream. So now I'm gonna cut these within the line so that they are ready to sew on. Technically these are the first ones that I gotta sew on because they are pieces number 3. Right, that's one. That's the other one. A doll! Hey! Maybe I should knit a sock scarf. I think you should. I think that's such a fun idea. And yeah, how is everyone today? Eva just finished pasting all the fabrics onto all its backing. Ooh! Well, good job. Good, got pneumonia. Ugh. Because you know it's what you need before I move. Oh my gosh. But I'm so high on adrenaline that I don't feel very sick, just a cough. So I guess that's a sort of silver lining, isn't it? Hey, Paulo! Hi! Oh my gosh, this is gonna be very difficult to piece these together. I don't know why I have to attach this one to this guy. I feel like it's gonna be tricky. Do I have clips? I'm sure I have clips. So I guess I should attach this with the black thread, possibly. I haven't seen Cheryl at all today, which is really unusual. Also about 75% is packed. Ooh, awesome! And we signed up for the gym and I'm scared. Just start slow and you'll be fine. And then return home and make a Black Forest gâteau. A cake. What's the difference between a cake and a gâteau? If any. Because gâteau is just French for cake, so... Can I... Come on. Ish. Alright. Come out. What else? Maybe Mexican. Ooh. We went around a local path that follows a lock and goes over the... Wow. Waiting for the person still living there to move on. Gato sounds more fancy. Okay, okay. I can't wait to see your picture. Me, you know what? I can't wait either. And move everything on 5th. How is it? Is it a very distant ride? I think you said it's a couple hours, right? Am I remembering right, or am I mixing things up? Also, I need to address the baby pygmy hippo. Yeah, Mudang, she's so cute. She's so relatable. It's kind of a very tricky task to hand sew anything at the moment because my finger decided to split open. Maybe you can see. It's kind of painful. So I'm gonna sew both ends so I can remove the clip. And like my finger, also I was saying, although you will probably be able to relate, but like my fingers are so dry that they're acting a bit like Velcro right now. And since I'm trying to sew with felt, it's like extra Velcro-y, if that's a word. Like I keep snagging fibers from the felt because of my dry fingers. I could put hand cream, but then hand cream feels gross. Encyclopedia Britannica had the whole thread on her own Twitter and it was hilarious. Yeah, extra scratchy and catchy. Exactly. Which is also why I really struggle to crochet when my hands are like that. because it keeps on catching in the yarn, and it's so annoying. It's not a great feeling. You know, like how I make my YouTube videos, often all you see is my hands and whatever I'm showcasing. And I always feel kind of self-conscious because my hands are always in such a state. And then you have like artists who have like manicures and nails and whatnot, and I'm like, ew. Welp. Scratchy and Catchy was really in the They turned out so good. I'm really, like, I don't know how they make this stuff so that it ends up being this kind of lifelike. Sandpaper fingers gave great grip. Well, I'm glad to know it's useful for something. Because it's definitely annoying for hand sewing. I probably was not in frame. I apologize. Just gonna tie this off in some way. Right, that's one. Also cat hair. Now this other guy. So I am using the bottom piece to align this one somewhat. And then try to align the head and then I'm gonna try and clip it. All right, let's. Hey, welcome back, Otto. If we lost the stream, we were like two old men. Or the what? So what are you guys have been up to this week? What kind of fun things, fun foods? Working on your Christmas baubles. Yay! When do you set up the tree? Do you have a specific date that the tree goes up? And making some fake pearls necklace. You're really on a roll with these. They look so good. You're entering your queen era. As I won't be here in December, we'll do a Christmas month in November. Oh, I see. You'll be in Japan? Shiro! Hello! Hey, Minette! Pearl Queen. No, the Elizabeth II, she wore a lot of pearl necklaces, didn't she? Yep, but I still want a full month of Christmas. Understandable. And you'll technically be after Halloween, so everything's fair. Her mother did too. Oh, really? Huh. Did you guys hear Shiro? Salut Tipou! T'étais où? Qu'est-ce que tu faisais ce matin? Trust me, 1st of September my brain goes into Christmas mode. What about Halloween though? How do you manage to skip it? I'm glad. I was wondering where Shiro was at. We hadn't seen her the whole morning. It's not quite as a big thing over here in the UK. I don't know, I just find it so much more interesting as a holiday. Like the meaning behind it and the pagan stuff. Christmas has gone really commercial. I mean, Halloween too, mind you, but... Oh, tu vas lui donner des treats! Yay! Shiro's getting treats. Elle est tellement cute. Elle est toute contente. Hype, hype. Les flatouilles.
J'avais droppé.
Oh, crème. I know someone whose tree is put up beginning of December and stays until February. Wow, that's like 2 months. 2 months of Christmas tree. Hubby agreed to the autumn decor and I've been busy sneaking in Halloween. Nice. Oh, I keep my tree up until February too. January and February are the darkest months of the year, so why would I put away? Yeah, that's a very valid point. I don't think when I would put up a tree, I don't think it stayed up that long, but the Christmas lights in the windows, they would stay for a couple of months, that's for sure. Like, they're not in the way, they don't take up a lot of space, and it gets so dark so early. Oh, Sébastien. T'as vu-tu?
Non.
Non.
Du côté.
Ah, ok. Elle doit chercher de l'eau, pauvre petite bête. Les maudites fourmis de merde. Je vois pas comment on pourrait. Peut-être dans le plateau, tu sais, qu'on lui donne son eau de thon.
Je mets un peu d'eau, puis...
On l'enlève tout de suite après. I'm basically in Christmas mode from September till February inclusive and sulking that it's not Christmas between March and August. Neighbors in the house have wreath at their doors. No one here does that. I'm very excited for seasonal wreath now. Yay! I love seasonal ones. You can be so creative with them. Alright, so these are the feet. Yeah, so basically two like this, and the other guy gets two as well. Ideally, penguins have 2 feet. We've been having a bit of a ant problem, so the whole outdoor cat setup is a bit weird at the moment. There were already Christmas sections at the... Yeah, same. They removed all the school stuff at the... well, every drugstore, and I think we're gonna get the Halloween... The Halloween stuff is up, and I think we're gonna start seeing some Christmas stuff as well. Doesn't really say where to attach the feet, but I think I can manage. I love these little clips. Yeah, I've seen somewhere they've knit a lot of holy leaves and berries. Oh, that's so cute. And yeah, you can get like basic like wreath, like just a base that's oftentimes just vines, you know, circled together to create the base, and you can attach your own stuff to it. It's really tiring how quickly and for how long Christmas gets smooshed in your face here. Is it worse in the UK than it is in the US, Boxapane? We only can buy Christmas food now. Really? So the like the fruit cakes and whatever other stuff is out, but not the Halloween candies. Still not over the 70 pounds spider Christmas. It's like pick one. Are you guys doing Christmas or Halloween? They're not the same. Everything this week has been like, well, for the price of a spider bubble, you can get 7 of these. Can you imagine how many bananas you can get for this price of that spider bubble? Edinburgh has 2 all-year-round Christmas shops. I was so tempted to go in today, but I resisted. I remember of one in the old Quebec City, but it's mostly for tourists. Like let's say you visit Quebec City and it's not the winter yet, but you would like to get a nice piece of decor for your tree in the winter, so you can get it even if it's summer, but as someone, as a resident of that city, somewhat, I've always been a bit nonplussed by that shop. I'm not sure about it. I'm not sure about that, but the States still have Halloween and Thanksgiving. Yeah, that's true. Thanksgiving is really, really big in the US. I wonder if they got the Halloween Christmas bubbles up on their website. Let me check. I wonder about that too, but I can't, I don't, it bothers me. It kind of makes no sense. We have bonfire now. Bonfire night down south. And Christmas. It's two separate things? I mean, I guess you don't really get snow, do you? A bonfire is kind of easier to do when people are not freezing their asses off. Though the bonfire will provide warmth, but I've never really seen any bonfires in the winter. Merci de t'occuper de Chiro Banano. Elle a-tu bu de l'eau?
Non.
Petit grippette.
Je pense que les fourmis ont commencé à essayer de passer par la fenêtre.
Ah ouais, tu penses?
Ouais.
Comment ça?
J'ai vu une cobble dessus.
Sur la fenêtre?
Sur la plainte de chauffage dans le salle de bain. J'ai splouché du vinaigre par-dessus.
Ouais.
On verra. Tantôt, sur le
Ouais. Pourquoi tu dis ils ont commencé à passer par la fenêtre?
La plainte.
La plainte, que j'avais juste mal compris. Perk. Remember the 5th of November. Isn't bonfire made for St. Martin? Isn't November 11th Remembrance Day? What on earth, WTF? It's really cute, kids walk. Oh, that sounds cute. Does everyone knows what a Tipex whiteout is? Yeah, the we call it liquid paper. It's a like liquid corrector. Tipex is a white ink to white out. Yeah. I just found a bag charm of Tipex white out. Hold on. That sounds... ouch. Snip. Just a second. I want to see. Come on. stupid. Oh. Someone used it creatively on a walk to change the warning deep silt to something more funny. Oh my gosh. Do you know that Stanley Cup now has a mini duffel bag charm? Well, I mean, if you've been on TikTok, which I hope you haven't, but some people on TikTok really gear up their Stanley Cups with so many gizmos that the cup is barely unusable. Barely usable becomes unusable. Like it's just crammed with thingies attached to it. Ah, why? Det är skutsen? Oh yeah, the Povo guy. Yeah. I love him so much. It's kind of funny that making jokes about all that stupid rich people nonsense has made the Povo guy become less Povo. I'm all for having one, like, sturdy water bottle that you use for everything, and you bought one so you don't need to buy many more, but that's kind of not what Stanley is banking on. They're banking on you collecting all sorts of colors and special editions, and I just think that's kind of stupid. You just need one. You know what the Tipex keychain reminds me of? The general idea to keep empty paint tubes and turn them into Christmas decorations. Like, you know, the M. Rock Solid Cobalt Violet one? I'm pretty sure I still have a tube somewhere that is rock hard that I'm keeping to turn into a ornament eventually. I think that's fun. I've seen people do that with the empty acrylics tubes, especially like the Holbein acrylic gouache. Like the tubes are kind of pretty enough to be like festive. £2,500 for a bracelet that looks like a roll of packing tape. Hey Megan! Hi! We've got our dopers. What is that? Mine is a mirror. It's a really huge bottle with the cat lady on it. I've shown it before. It holds 32 ounces. I wanted a big ass water bottle. Like, unless I lose it, or like a car rolls over it and breaks it, I fail to see why I would need more than that one. And I can always customize it with more stickers or change the stickers, because vinyl stickers are fairly easy to remove. Alright, so that's one little guy. And I don't care if these are a bit askew, okay? It's gonna add charm to them or something. Mine is Super Sparrow. Is that the brand? It's my emotional support water bottle. That should be a sticker that you can put on your bottle. There has to be some of them on Redbubble. I can't believe there wouldn't be. A tupper is a Dutch brand of water bottle. It unscrews and becomes a goblet. That's awesome. A bit like the very old thermos, you know, containers that you could use the cap as a goblet, right? The brand is Super Sparrow. Never heard of them before. It's good though. I mean, the name is pretty cool. I think I would be interested. If I saw something named Super Sparrow, I would take a second look at it. For sure. It's such a cool name. Right, so I'm cutting off the trim on the other set of feet. I kind of hate the weather here right now. It's like absurdly hot. And September is my birthday month, and I'm always super pissed when it's like between 25 Celsius and 30 or more for my birthday month, because it's September. It's not supposed to be this stupidly hot. You're supposed to be able to wear sweaters and whatnot. Got any plans for your birthday? Not really. Probably gonna get some good food and just have a very quiet, fun time. Maybe cake, but we need a new oven still, so I don't know if we'll get it in time. I got in trouble for turning on the heating last night. Oh yeah, but it got super cold a couple of nights ago, Box. That's fair. Got down to -1 Celsius. Blessed West Coast. A wet and wonderful 15 Celsius today. Yeah, we have a not so blessed 20 something. It sucks that you still... But I mean, it's the same issue as before. Like, we just haven't replaced it because summer was coming up and we don't use the oven function in the summer because it's just too hot. We have about 3 out of 4 elements that still work, which is, you know, it's not so bad considering that oven is about as old as I am. But yeah, when we last tried to use the oven, it was weird. It was not a reassuring thing, and we decided that perhaps it's time to buy a new one, but that we would wait until fall, because what if we get a new one and there's an issue with it and we don't use it for the whole summer because it's too hot, and then we're stuck, we can't like return it or something. Oh yeah, most of the time here in Quebec anyway, you usually have to, well, usually it's a bit half and half. Some apartments will have appliances, and some you have to get your own appliances and you carry them from apartment to apartment. Difference in what comes with the rental is so, yeah, there's the whole culture of moving is so different from one country to the other. That's really, from one province to the other even. Maybe Costco is a nice oven. Maybe I wonder if they deliver and if they will pick up the old thing. But I was looking at Best Buy, and like there's quite a few places that have ovens. But yeah, apparently, like, I grew up here in Quebec. I've never really lived anywhere else, so my default is the local traditions for moving, and apparently that's not necessarily how it is in most places. But we kind of have an official/unofficial moving day here in Quebec, in that a lot of leases end for July 1st. So everybody moves in and out on July 1st. Not everybody. Like, so sometimes the date you can move in is different depending on your landlord or whatever situation is there prior to the move. But yeah, so there's a big busy day on July 1st, and also July 1st is Canada Day, so it's always a holiday. So if you move on July 1st here in Quebec, it's very difficult to have good prices for your movers. It's kind of a nightmare to time up between the person leaving the apartment and you moving in, you know, that kind of stuff. In England, you get all the white goods: oven, cooker, washing machine, fridge, even washing machine. Wow, that's very optional here. It's even if it is rented as unfurnished, then you get furnished, which is all the furniture. Then in Scotland you even get things like plate, bowls, mugs. I was so surprised. I am surprised too. It's kind of too nice. What's up with that? But see, I don't think of it as weird to have a moving day, but as I grew up and talked with different people in different countries, I realized that, well, moving day is actually not that common. And yeah, rentals here, it really depends. Like, some will come with some like appliances. You can find places that will be furnished, but it's not that frequent. And sometimes in big apartment complexes, there will be a washing machine room that is accessible to anyone from the building. Here rentals come without a kitchen. How does that work? I feel completely unwilling to downgrade to a home apartment that doesn't have in-suite washing machines. Oh, I know what you mean, Megan. We had to do the laundromat thing for a bit, and the first thing that moved in this apartment, which is a bit larger and has the inlets for the washer and dryer, like the first two things that were in the apartment besides myself and Mr. E was the washer and dryer. Do you mean like in the apartment? What, the washer and dryer? Yeah, you can have apartments that don't have the entries or the piping. I don't know what you call it. The plumbing, whatever, for the washer and dryer. But in some bigger buildings that are like apartment complexes, there will be a specific room somewhere, like in the basement or whatnot, that has multiple washing machines and dryers, and you can use them since you reside in that building. But like, you won't have the machine itself in the apartment. Most of my apartments, I didn't have a washer and dryer. I had a miniature washer in my first apartment, and it survived until the second apartment, but then it died up. And that's when we had to go to the laundromat. But then again, like, it's really different than the machines themselves are very different in the UK than they are here. From what you've told me, your washer does both. It washes and is a dryer, and it's a front-loading one. While over here, the appliances are usually separate. You get a washer or a dryer, like, and you get like top-loading washers. And I think all dryers are front-loading anyway, so that doesn't matter. But you buy your own kitchen, or move yours, or make a deal with the previous winter to take his. But what do you mean when you kitchen? Like the appliances, like the range and the fridge? It's a scam to have to pay to use the building. Yeah, exactly. Those machines are not free to use. You have to. It's basically a laundromat inside the apartment complex. It's convenient because you don't have to go outside to get to it, but it's also very inconvenient for so many other reasons. Not limited to the cost of it. A lot of people will forget their things, or just don't bother to, pick up their things from one machine when it's done. So if you want to use that machine, you kind of have to wait, or try to remove the person's items, put them, I don't know where. Like, it's just nightmarish. Yeah, I think most are not here too, because when your kitchen fits into the apartment, it won't necessarily fit into the new one. It's always a hassle. And most make the deals. Hold on. The cabinets. Oh, but aren't the cabinets attached to the walls? Wait, what? That's so weird. And a hassle. I will leave mine here sold for 500 euros with cabinets and appliances, and the other guy wants to leave his... Oh, okay. That's so weird, especially if everybody's like, I don't want to have to move everything. I'll just leave it there. You can buy it from me. Yes, cabinet. That's so weird. So you basically just rip off the kitchen if you plan to move with your kitchen, and the person that comes in has to figure it out, like get new cabinets or install their own. That's peculiar. What? Yeah, it feels inefficient, exactly. And basically we sell kitchens for free just to not move them. All right. Just need to attach the thread, and this step is done. I mean, you can just take a used kitchen from eBay if you have no money and the apartment comes without it. I wonder how this system came to be as well. Would rent be cheaper if you had to buy all your own appliances, kitchen furnishings? I think it's because quality of stuff is different and people who pay a lot for things want to... Oh, I see. But why would you invest in that level of costly cabinets if you know it's a rental? Like, I mean, over here, if it's a rental and it has fancy cabinet, that's the landlord who put them in. Or the tenants who did, but with keeping in mind that the cabinets will stay here when they move, you know. In this 13,000 people town, there are currently 5 kitchens available for 1 to 500 euros on eBay. 1 euro. Just take it from me! Alright, so 7 and 8 to applique 6. Oh, 7, that's the faces. 8 is... Okay. Landlord doesn't provide kitchens, some do, but it's not usually the case. Well, I mean, it's not the kitchen, really. It's just the cabinets. And, like, the counter space and whatnot. Like, you have to bring in your own appliances most of the time, but... I couldn't imagine moving my cabinets from one place to the other, especially if there's no, like... Imagine, like, all the kitchens are this same space, so you know your cabinets will fit. Is that how the beaks are supposed to go? Yeah, that doesn't look right, does it? I think this is... Yeah, this is a bit better. Totally gonna cheat for these. I'm gonna use a bit of glue. There you go. It would put me off moving if each time I had to source or force fit the kitchen. Yeah, same. Usually bathroom stuff is provided, even a mirror or bathroom furniture. If that, well, I mean, yeah. Bathroom comes with everything. Kitchen has no sink. So you have to get a sink too. It's an empty room with tiles on the wall where the kitchen is supposed to go and the cable attachment thingies. So you don't get any counter space. It's just like 4 walls and a floor and roof. That's it. It was stressful enough just putting one kitchen in when we moved here. Yeah, I'm kind of mind blown too. What? I would hate it so much. A definition of a hassle I do not want to deal with. How to drive someone to be a minimalist in the kitchen and have like a rice cooker, a toaster, a table, and like one set of cutlery and plates. That sounds like dorm living. Yep. Except that a dorm, you just get a room, so if you want a kind of little kitchen area with a microwave and something, you have to MacGyver it. It's not meant to be there necessarily, right? Sorry for the culture shock. I'll have ugly bathroom towels. We're also not allowed to change towels or paint them. Ugh. Dorms oftentimes come with kitchen, but it's a communal kitchen. So if you want to have your own little space for like a microwave or something, or a kettle, like an electric kettle. All right. Ooh, that yellow thread is really not the same hue as... Hopefully I have a better fitting one in here. Oh, I doubt it. Ugh. Like that's not very cute, is it? No need to worry though, because I have my boxes of embroidery floss right here. In the dorm we had a biggish kitchen, space for 8 people. It was nice actually. And 2 fridges. Wow. When I lived in a dorm there was a communal kitchen that was frequently trashed. But the dorm room itself had at least a counter, sink, and fridge. Oh really? That's cool. I just had to go pet my... You're traumatizing Otto. My hair is to actually, I renovated it from scratch. It's very beautiful. Isn't it going to be hard to say? Yeah. Well, I could take it with me. And somehow we've gone all the way around the topic back to the starting point. It's okay though, it will be loved and fit so nicely in there. It's going to be okay. Rentals come with downsides. Yeah. Over here, oftentimes, the pin your face is killing me. This bit. But yeah, the issue here with this system, also one of the issues, is that since everything is rental and the landlord puts everything in place, if it's a landlord that has had a lot of bad experiences with tenants who like didn't care properly for the place, they tend to get the discount or the cheapest options when they renovate, and as a result of that, it's not very pretty. Like I doubt the cheapest tiles you can get are gonna be the pretty ones, and the cheapest cabinets are gonna be like they're gonna be serviceable. They're just not gonna be very pretty. And then as a tenant, if you live in a place that's not very pretty, well, it's kind of not really inspiring for anything. Now I can understand why IKEA has freestanding kitchen cabinet. Definitely. Oh my gosh, yes. Usually most kitchens are... Hey, Yuri! Hello! Yeah, it's meant to be kind of neutral, but it's just like the tiles kind of look like vomit, and the rooms that do not have... Like, I'm glad it's tiles, they're just fugly, in my opinion. And the rest of it is really old. I don't know the word in English. It's kind of like tiles, but not ceramic, and it doesn't have grout. It's like this plasticky tile thing. Mine is white now with a wooden countertop. Ooh, your one is white too, but a bit plain. Well, a bit plain, that's kind of easier to give personality to. I feel like it's easier to have something a bit plain and add to it than have something that's a bit too much and figure out what to remove from it. The tiles bother me the most. Why people won't just use simple white ones? Oh, linoleum. Thank you. Yes, that's it. That's it. Thanks, Megan. And it's old worn linoleum. And it's a weird vibe. At least it's somewhat easy to clean. But yeah. I doubt it was chosen because it's pretty, you know. Right now I have small white ones on the wall and pretty mosaic ones on the floor. Ooh. Well, I mean, I don't know how to say it because it's definitely tiles, but it's not definitely not the same approach as ceramic would be. Though to be honest, the thing I'm glad there isn't in here is carpet. I don't like carpet really, and especially in a rental. That's a nope. So that's one beak sewn in, now the other one. When I was doing lithographing in college, we would buy cheap linoleum tiles to... Oh, does that work well? Are they thick? What kind of thickness? You can tell these are really worn in because they don't look that thick. Tiles are a minor sore spot from when we redid our kitchen. They made us buy extra boxes, which are just in case, and you can return the unused boxes. He opened all the boxes to pick the best tiles, so we have 4 or 5 boxes with 1 or 2 tiles removed. Oh no. I mean, you could probably sell them on like whatever Craigslist's equivalent you get to the UK, but dude. And you know, like some tiles are not going to be visible, they're going to be under the fridge, so you don't need to get all the best tiles. You can use a couple of, you know, less good ones. It's so annoying. Carpet in kitchens, nope. Bathroom, nope, 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 yuck. Blech. Oh, no, 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 no. I'm having like a trauma response to the idea of carpets in the bathroom. Blech. It's not good for the bathroom either. Our cat always chooses to cough up her hairballs on our carpet. They're so good at picking the worst place to clean. Also, I'm allergic to dust mites, so carpet. Yeah, no, just nope, just gross. I don't, I really don't like carpets. It splashes less that way. Oh, yuck. Blech. I prefer a bit of splash and having no problem with cleaning than, you know, less splash. Is it really making a difference at that point? We also got a free upgrade on the cooker because IKEA didn't have the right one on the day of delivery. Ooh! They rang up and was like, would you take an upgraded model? Yeah. Absolutely. Carpets don't belong in areas with water. Yeah, I mean, duh. I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but there are two things that kind of bother me in indoor settings, and it's carpet and plants. I think perhaps Yuri meant a cooker top, like a cooktop. Oh, a tap, sorry. Or faucet. That also has an option for boiled water. Really? I've never heard of that. Whoa. I've seen like small appliances you can get that will give you boiled water all the time. Like the Micom. It's a bit like a kettle, but that kind of always has hot water in it. Whoa, that's really cool. My university had that in the kitchen for employees so we could make tea super fast. That's really cool. Just a tap for a washing up liquid. I thought we were all fancy with a built-in washing up liquid bottle. Didn't realize you can have boiling water tap. Yeah, same. You know, it's kind of like you can have fridges that distribute cold water or ice or both. And although the Japanese ovens that have a specific little area to grill fish. Like, what? 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 How cool is that? A little fish broiler. I once worked in an office that had a coffee tap. Ooh. Worst coffee ever though. Aw, dang it. Could it have been like good coffee and they just used like not great coffee, or was the whole idea kind of doomed to produce terrible coffee? Yuri, the model they gave me was twice the price of the one we ordered. Dude. Well, I mean, good to know that IKEA are not assholes in a way. the whole building was plumbed in with this coffee tap system. So you twist the tap at the sink and hot coffee came out. Oh, that's weird. Oh, I don't know what to think of that. On one hand, it sounds great to have like ready access to coffee, but at the same time, the fact that it's the whole building that has that as a kind of plumbing extra makes me feel like there has to be some gross things happening in the pipe somewhere. It just feels weird. Did it have to come from a taco? I mean, are you really in such a rush to get a cup of coffee that you cannot wait for the, you know, the Keurig to prepare it on the spot? I don't know. Just a few rhetorical questions. Are the IKEAs where you guys are also mostly self-checkout? I'm not honestly confused. I haven't been like in a physical IKEA in so long. We've ordered online a couple of times, but I haven't been in an actual IKEA store in forever. Certainly not since COVID. I kind of miss their cinnamon buns. They're totally worth the stomachache because of the dairy in them. In Spain, and the smell of them, oh my god. Okay, in Spain there's a monastery that has a wine Wow. These people take being drunk really seriously, I guess. Sorry. But also hiking drunk and dehydrated. It sounds like a terrible idea. Alright, one little face. I'm trying to remove the little bits of the printing. There you go. Starting to look like an actual penguin. I took a cup and went on. Some filled the whole bottle. Wow, people are greedy. Yeah, this is why we can't have nice things. Was it red wine or white wine? You know what that reminds me of? Somewhat. in a way. You guys know the show, what's it? It's about the worst cheapskates you can find out there. It's one of those TLC shows that are super sensationalized, but at the same time mesmerizing. But yeah, there was this guy, he was so extreme cheapskates, that's it. He was so cheap that for food, he would walk around, I think he was living in California, and he would walk around like the beach and whatever, and have his a kind of a trolley with him, and his trolley was set up so that he could salvage food from trash. And also, whenever he would find like the end of a wine bottle of some sort, he had it set up with a funnel that he would like pour all the alcohol in the funnel, and it would mix all together in like a bag somewhere. And I mean, that in itself is some level of terrifying, right? But also, he would offer like cooking classes. And you wouldn't tell the attendees that what they were using came from trash. You would only tell them after he was done and everybody had tasted it. And it still haunts me. Like he digs in a trash bag and finds some lobster, and he picks it up, and then in his cooking class he shows people how to make a lobster bisque, like soup. And he doesn't tell them, and the mix of all the alcohol together, he would just show them that you can take this mix and like blend it with ice, and it would make it taste better than it. Anyway, just gross freaking stuff. Yeah, it's not very legal, and I don't know how, but the people attending the cooking class, they were also, I think they were in shock, to be honest, but they were also very nice and saying stuff like, oh, well, we couldn't tell, it still tasted okay. But you could tell that they were just like confused a bit. And the cheapskate guy was so freaking proud of his cheap ways, and I just wanted to punch him in the face. Like, oh my god, that's dangerous, and you could get like a cold or hepatitis, or you know, it's not sanitary for a reason, bro. It's like when you get people who drink their own pee. It's like, it's not, your body excretes it for a reason. It's waste. Anyway. Yeah, that was the one extreme cheapskate time that I really like lost it inwardly. I was just so shocked. Like, sometimes they do a lot of cheap things, like absurdly cheap, like you serve your boyfriend a sandwich, but it's cat food instead of tuna because cat food is cheaper. You know, you're like, okay, that's kind of gross, but it's not like dangerous really. And a lot of them are just that, they're gross, but they're not dangerous. But whenever you get someone like that who's, you know, a bit more on the fence between dangerous and you know, oh no, what? There are limits, exactly. Like, if your cheap ways are only affecting yourself, fine, you can do whatever you want, I guess. Oh, the cat food sandwich. I remember the poor guy being like, yeah, it tastes a bit weird, but, you know, she made me this sandwich, so I'm thankful. And I was like, oh, dude, no. those people could have food poisoning. Things go in the trash for a reason. More often than not. And it's not like sometimes like if you go to the trash bins behind places like grocery stores, sometimes they have to get rid of food that is still edible, but that they can't sell. So everything is still in the packaging, and the packaging is sealed, and the best before date is like now, So I feel like that's a bit more justifiable to, pick that up and try to make something with it. Like, I'm not as bothered with that. But stuff that's like all mixed up in a trash bag, that's no. No. Yeah, I get the saving sealed food from containers. Yeah. Like the weirdest things ends up. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, I'm sorry, Otto.
Il sort de sous le four.
Pour vrai?
Ouais.
Ah. Okay, what topic then? I feel you would do, yeah. Sorry. What kind of really trashy TV shows did you guys like to watch? Does everyone have a favorite Christmas bauble? I don't think I have one. Though I really like Christmas lights. Christmas lights are the best. I like most baubles as long as they're covered in glitter. Did you manage to find some fabrics with metallics or like shiny bits to make your baubles, or not really? Do you have? I have both. Though I gotta say, I really miss the old school Christmas lights before they all became LED lights. They hit better. Like they had more warmth, both literally and figuratively to them, than the LED lights do. Yes, I have some silver and gold Liberty. Oh yeah, I'm eager to see these in the lights. I think they would look really cool. I have a warm white one and a colorful one. Oh, and I have a small glass rocking horse. Oh, that's lovely. That's so lovely. Sounds delicate. I like colorful baubles. When I was a kid, my parents had their tree covered in the most colorful baubles in all kinds of shapes. Always like the that's so cute. What finishes do people like on their baubles? Like glitter covered, metal look? I like a mix of everything, to be honest, because I like how all of this stuff reacts to the lights that are in the tree. I like that some will be more reflective and some will be less reflective, and it kind of creates a lot of interest in the tree itself. do love a bit of glitter and glass. They need to reflect light. Yeah. You need things in there to make the tree glow. What about tinsel? Is tinsel a yay or a nay? I remember when, as a kid, when we would build up the Christmas tree, the very last thing to put on the branches was the tinsel. And I realize now that we were really lucky to have a good cat back then, but the cat would never really try to eat the tinsel, but whenever he would pass under the tree, he would come out covered in tinsel that would cling to him from, you know, static, and it always made me laugh. He was a good gray cat, like a really good kitty, but all gray, and there would always be a few string of tinsel glued to his tail, and we had to like pick them off of him and put them back in the tree. I like the look of tinsel, but it's a hassle to pick up when you undo the tree. Like, we would never just throw it away. That's really wasteful. My mom would have us pick it all up, but we had to do it in a very specific way, and it was always a hassle. And you can never really pick it all up. Hubby loves tinsel. In this house, husband doesn't like it. I like them though. Aw. There can never be enough. So basically you end up with like a silver tree. We had sparkly garlands. It's easier to clean up, but I don't think we ever put garlands in the tree. We would put lights, bubbles, and tinsel. So I literally thought of that exact question right when you said it. Telepathy! Alright, I think I'm gonna attach this one off, and I think I'm gonna end this a bit early for today because there seems to be some development in our ant problem and it's stressing me out, and I want to go help Mr. E and, you know, taking care of it. So yeah, good progress was made. Basically I have another face to sew on, and then okay, attach more stuff to this, like the belly, the scarf, and the arm, I think are the next step. So yeah, they're in a different spot now. Do you guys like different color trees? I'm a green tree person. Fake or real, but green, please. But yeah, I'll go help with the ants, and hopefully it won't be too much of a problem. I've never really had this kind of ants before, so we're a bit frazzled. Yeah. Alright. Thank you so much, guys, for being here today. Next week is gonna be more penguins, I guess. And if you have any kind of craft projects that you want to do for the holidays or Halloween, well, you can get that ready and we will all work on our crafty projects together at the same time. And yeah, I hope you have a good week and see you all in the next one. Bye bye.